Hey guys, Indigo Eclipse here, and for today's video I wanted to talk about the goddesses calling. Specifically, lately, more of the darker goddesses have been calling to people. I recently have had my own encounter with my dark goddess who came through actually on Halloween. It was interesting because it was very cryptic when I first met her. And it's taken me a while to piece everything together, but I'm pretty sure I'm on the right track. And I have been seeing so many people, especially on social media, recently talking about the darker goddesses. And I don't mean that in a negative aspect. I mean, these are goddesses that are normally represent some of the darker things. They're more connected to night and magic, like Hecate. I have seen so many people say that she has been calling to them, and it's beautiful. It's great. Embrace it. I see a lot of people looking for validation, like, you know, could it be possible that she's calling me? Of course, if that's how you're feeling, it's incredibly possible. I think we block ourselves a lot from receiving our information. I've seen a lot of people talking about hell, the Morgan. There are a lot of the triple aspect goddesses that people seem to be saying have been calling to them. And I believe you. I'm sure they are calling to you. I had my own goddess calling me recently, and we've started making a connection. And one thing I would encourage you guys to do is to keep connecting with them, keep honoring them, follow what you feel is right. Do your research, but keep in mind when you're doing research that not everything is accurate. Trust your intuition and your messages you're receiving from your goddess. I was struggling with that at first. I'm like, oh, I need to research everything about her. And so she would come to me and she told me quite a bit of information, showed me a lot of stuff. And I was noticing that there were quite a few things that didn't line up. And I'm learning to trust myself, trust the information I'm receiving, because I do believe that not everything was documented. I mean, a lot of these goddesses are incredibly ancient, and I personally, my opinion is that even when the first documentation of them and people started writing things down, I think they had already been here for quite a while, and I think people only put down part of the information. So don't doubt yourself and the information you receive. Trust it and go with it. I am not 100% sure why this is all going on, but it's happening. There are so many of us who are getting called by our goddesses, and I want you to trust yourself, trust the information you are receiving, and to embrace the journey. I don't know. I had talked about patron gods and goddesses before and how to find them. And at that point in time when I filmed that video, I believed differently. Along the path, you will change. The more information you're exposed to, you will change new opinions. And a lot of I went through, I don't know, I already had an awakening, but it feels like another level of an awakening. And a lot of the things that I thought were true about magic and true about my path, I am now viewing them in a different way, and that is okay. I don't think it makes me a hypocrite. I think that was my truth at that point in time. And I am walking into a new era of truth, a new part of my journey, and I encourage you all to do so. Just take the information as it comes, go along the path, you will evolve, and that is beautiful. I've rambled a little bit and got a little lost. Yeah, I'm not quite sure what the bigger picture is yet, but I know a lot of us are having deities come to us and start sharing information. I do believe personally that it is because of the information being lost throughout years, the practices being lost throughout the years. We have pieces, but I don't believe there's a lot of accuracy in them. And I'm not trying to shame anybody who feels that they are accurate and follows them that way. That is totally your choice and your path. I'm talking about people like me who feel that there is more that we need to discover. Keep following it. It's getting intense, and a lot of people have different theories. There's the theory that the veil is thinning. There's the theory the veil is gone. There are some people who don't believe that is true at all. I don't think it personally. I really don't think it matters as long as we're connecting and we're following what we're supposed to be doing in our hearts, like you feel it. And I know beforehand I was all very I only practice light magic, and it's kind of contradicting to me because I've recently been told to start learning more ancient magic. She told me lost magic, to bring lost magic back, and I've talked about that before, and this is a new level of understanding for me of it. There are a lot of practices that most people probably won't agree with that I have been encouraged to start researching, not necessarily dive into, but start learning about the knowledge that once was. And it's very difficult because, like I said, not everything was documented. So I am relying a lot on channeled information for my spiritual and craft growth. And I really would encourage you guys to do so. It's great to have all these resources and they are great to look at, but I'm finding that for me, certain herbs, certain crystals, you know, certain symbols have different meaning for me than in some of the books and some of the common teachings. And at first I kind of doubted that. I'm like, well, you're just not using things right. And then I've come to terms with the fact that I think they work differently for each person. So I really think we need to start relying on our goddesses, our gods, our higher self, our own lost information, past life information, to build our own styles of magic. And that's okay. It can be hard when you're communicating with other practitioners because there's a lot of this, I'm right, you're wrong. And I don't believe that's true. I think what's right for their craft is right for their craft and them, and what's right for your craft and you is right for you. So I think we just need to do a lot more exploring and find out what works for us. We're all different, and that is okay. I don't understand, you know, being a witch you were very different from other people, and now somehow there has become a stigma that we all have to practice and follow the same way, and it just doesn't work for me. So anyway, I think this has turned into a several topic video, but if your goddesses are calling to you, trust them, trust yourself. Oh, I was gonna say, I had talked about patron gods and goddesses and how you can dedicate to them for your whole life. And I don't know if that's true anymore. I mean, I'm not saying you can't, but it's interesting because back when I was a lot younger, I had thought I found a patron goddess and I'd worked with her for a very long time. And now it's almost like she was for a certain part of my life. And I'm feeling incredibly drawn to a different goddess. And I do hold a little like, okay, I already dedicated to this one. Is it possible to dedicate to multiple? And I've concluded, yes, for myself, maybe not for other people, but I think you can for certain phases of your life. I personally do not feel that I am the same person from that time. I feel like I have turned into a completely different person, and that goddess is still with me, still a part of me. But for this period, this phase in my life, I am feeling incredibly connected to a different goddess. And for me personally, I think that's okay. And for some of you, if you're experiencing that, I think that's okay. I think we go through a lot of different parts of our life, and I do believe we turn into different people. Some of us, you know, there are some people who are stuck in their ways and don't evolve much, but then there are some of us who go through some drastic changes and growth. And I think that our deities can change according to that. So this was Indigo Eclipse. I hope this was information that helps you, I'm going to be changing up my channel. I didn't know where to start. When I started doing videos, I just felt I needed to share information with people and start getting people interested in the craft and spirituality, start spreading some word. And so I thought, okay, it would be helpful to basically share witchcraft knowledge and stuff. But a lot of it was stuff I'd come across over the years. And most of the stuff that's going to be coming at you guys from now, unless I change my mind again, because I do that a lot, is going to be stuff that I have channeled, stuff that I've noticed, that I've experienced, that I will be sharing with you. There are books. You guys go find books. If you want to learn a lot of stuff, I'm going to be sharing how I do things, the stuff that's come through me. I have recently started channeling a lot, and that's probably what you'll be getting in most of my videos. I'm going to do my best to follow my truth and share, hopefully, some helpful information with you guys. Like I said, this has gone into a long video. I will see you guys in the next one. If you want to see more, don't forget to like and subscribe. If it's not for you, that's fine. Thanks for stopping by. And I will talk to those of you who continue watching in the next videos. Thanks.